Next up, we have Senior Policy Analyst for New America's Open Technology Institute, Sydney Saubestre, with a presentation on what is the value of privacy.
My name is Sydney Saubestre, and I'm lucky enough to get to work here. And also, I was not super helpful to Chaya because I told her how to pronounce my name like 3 different ways, which is what I do sometimes. But you did great, Chaya. So today, I'm going to talk to you about the value of privacy. I think you've probably heard of the concept of the privacy paradox, the idea that people say they care about privacy, but their actions suggest otherwise. That framing assumes we actually have meaningful choices over how our data is used. You can see this plot twist coming. We really don't. Privacy is a fundamental right, but in practice, that right is nearly impossible to exercise. Meanwhile, many tech companies insist our individual data is completely worthless, even as they use it to generate profits on the scale of smaller countries' entire GDP. The real paradox isn't that people don't care about privacy, it's that the system is designed to undervalue it. When privacy and data use are treated as opposing choices, privacy almost always loses. But it's not because people don't care. The true privacy paradox is that the system never properly valued the many benefits of privacy. But what if we did? Let's take a closer look at why privacy is not accurately valued. Many policies could actually improve privacy, whether that's stricter security standards, limits on tracking, rules against the sale of personal data. The problem is that the costs of protecting privacy are immediate and easy to measure in a monetary way. As many people in this room probably know, looking at some of the people I work with, the second we start talking about privacy legislation, companies are very quick to tell us that the economic cost of those particular protections would cause them to go out of business. Meanwhile, the benefits, autonomy, trust, reduced risk and harm, are harder to see, much more diffuse, they impact all of us, and are really difficult to quantify. This is a classic example of what we call an externality. The true costs and benefits of privacy aren't fully captured in the market or the company balance sheets, and those very costs and benefits fall on society, not the decision makers. But because policymakers respond really well, we all know this, really well to clear quantifiable numbers, more so than qualitative arguments, privacy routinely gets undervalued. It doesn't have to be this way. What I propose to you is that valuation, which is something that we've already done in other areas, is a really powerful framework for how we can start to make the invisible visible. The social costs of carbon revolutionize how we address climate change and environmental harms. The value of statistical life reshape workplace and transportation safety. These weren't small tweaks, they really enabled action where debate alone had failed. They took a very long time, but we got there. Enumeration works because it makes the invisible visible. It gives policymakers, businesses, and the public a concrete way to weigh costs and benefits, and the impact goes far beyond federal regulations. It reshapes research, it enables cross-disciplinary thinking, and influences policy debates worldwide. Privacy hasn't had its numbers set yet, but valuing privacy could do for responsible data use what these metrics did for carbon emissions and workplace safety. Reveal hidden costs and benefits, shift incentives, and unlock better decisions at scale. So the big idea that I would like to present to you, which I've been talking to some people about for a very long time, or at least the last year, talking their ear off, privacy valuation. So when I say what's the value of privacy, we could actually attach a real number to this. This is something that we've done before in other areas. What this would look like is that we would try to quantify what type of data, these are some of the parameters that we would look at, what type of data is being used. Is it neural data? Is it your ID? How does that factor into how you feel about the different types of data? Who holds the data? Is it a trusted institution? Has our understanding of trusted institutions shifted? Is it someone else? The risk associated with disclosure, while also holding the idea that all aggregated data can be sensitive. By weighing these systematically, using methods like stated and revealed preferences and natural experiments, we can assign values that clarify even the toughest ethical trade-offs in data use. This is all about informing decisions with clear apple-to-apples comparisons so that way we can actually advance evidence-based policymaking. This is what I envision the future to be. And the beauty of this is that once it's established, it's a very complicated thing to do, but once it's established, it's simple to apply, embraces nuance and gray areas, and still delivers actionable insights without reinventing the wheel each time. In short, people want a framework. This is a framework. In my past work on public health and education policy, I've seen how critical data is to building the society we want. And as a friend said to me once when he saw how few apps I had on my phone, I also really believe in privacy. Privacy valuation helps us focus on data use that truly benefits society while centering the fundamental rights to privacy. Data can allow us to cure cancer. It could allow us to make sure that all children have the right and ability to go to college. It could allow us to predict how to prevent a loss of life from extreme weather. All of these things are really critical. I think they're more important and should be treated in a different way than than companies being able to access your browsing information so that they can improve their profits. I'm not being told to stop. So there we go. But I have one more thing. So there you go.